Hello children, glad to see you once again with another interesting English lesson, and today we are going to learn a little bit of grammar. Let's see what is waiting for you today. Right, I want you to take a look at this slide. I'm going to ask you a few questions. See whether you are familiar with the structure of these sentences. Raine's family is going to visit an elder's home. Her sister wrote what each one is going to do and pasted on the wall to make everyone remember. Let me read the sentences for you. If you like, you can read with me. Gifts will be bought by Raine's father. Delicious food will be prepared by Raine's mother. Gifts will be wrapped by Raine's aunt. Thank you cards will be made by Raine's sister. Some clothes will be arranged by Raine's grandmother. Right. Question number 1. What is the tense used in these sentences? Observe carefully and see whether you can identify. I think you guessed it right. It is in the simple future tense. How did you know that? Because we have used the helping verb will in these sentences. Fine. What can you say about the structure of the sentence? It goes as will be bought by, will be prepared by, will be wrapped by. Does this sound familiar? Yes, right? We have done a similar kind of lesson in one of our previous sessions, right? So if you have guessed it right, yes, perfect. Today we are going to learn passive voice with a simple future verb. Right, let's continue with the work. Right, focusing on the structure, I have taken one sentence to explain. Look at the sentence. It is written in simple future tense. The active form is Raine's mother will prepare delicious food. Raine's mother will prepare delicious food. Right, now let's identify the subject, verb and object of this sentence as usual. Because you know, when we convert an active sentence into passive, what we simply do is to change the subject and the object position. And also you know, when it comes to the verb, we use it in the past participle form. And please observe the change I'm going to make here in this particular sentence because this is in the simple future form. We have already discussed simple present and simple past, and today I'm going to explain how to convert an active sentence with a simple future verb into passive. Right. So what is the subject of this sentence? Raine's mother. She is the doer. And what is the action? Will prepare. Simple future. Therefore, I'm using the base form of the verb along with the helping verb will. What will she prepare? Delicious food. So you know that that is the object. And when it comes to converting active into passive, what we simply do is to bring the object of the active sentence to the subject position. So your passive sentence would start with delicious food. Likewise, you bring the subject of the active sentence to the object position of the passive sentence. Right? And you know that we use the by agent. So by Raine's mother at the end. Right. What will we do here in the middle? Changing the verb. Right? Hope you remember we use the past participle form of the verb, and here, since it is simple future, we are using will be along with the past participle form of the verb prepare. So your answer is delicious food will be prepared by Raine's mother. Hope this is clear. So it's time now for us to go for some activities. Right, take a look at this slide. Nethuli's father has a plan to buy a computer for her, and the rest of the family members too have plans to do something with this computer. Let's take a look at the sentences. Nethuli's father will buy a computer. Nethuli's uncle will install it. You know that without it you can't use it. Nethuli will use it for studies. Her sister will play Scrabble in it. And her mother will download recipes. Right? Now I taught you the simple method of converting active sentences with simple future verb into passive. So it's your time to try this out. Why don't you give it a try? Let's check the answers now. There you go. A computer will be bought by Nethuli's father. Will be bought. It will be installed by Nethuli's uncle. Will be installed. It will be used for studies by Nethuli. Will be used. Scrabble game will be played in it by her sister. Will be played. Recipes will be downloaded by her mother. Will be downloaded. Hope you understand the structure of the sentences now. Right. I think you are more confident now. Therefore, we can simply go for another activity. Hope you are ready. Take a look at this paragraph. Take enough time to read through it. You know what I'm going to ask you to do? Yes, I'm going to ask you to convert the sentences you see here in this paragraph into passive. Right, so it is all about Manuja's birthday. On Sunday the 21st, little Manuja will be 5 years old. Manuja's parents will arrange a family birthday party. They will invite Manuja's cousins for the party. Manuja's mother will bake a cake. His father will buy a tricycle for Manuja. Manuja will love the gift. His grandmother will bring ice cream. His sister will make a birthday card. His cousins will bring presents. Everyone will eat cake and ice cream. Manuja will enjoy the birthday party. Right. So if you observe these particular paragraph, you can understand all these sentences are written in the simple future form. Right. Will arrange, will invite, will bake, will bring, will make. Likewise, you can identify the verb and the helping verb. So simply you can understand this is written in the simple future form. And also these sentences are in the active voice. Right. So now take your time and see whether you can convert these sentences into passive. Right. Recall whatever we have discussed a few minutes ago and please see whether you can do this task. You don't have to copy this one. You can straight away go for your answer. I can give you some time, so please go for it. Hope you are done. Let's take a look at the answers now. Right. To make it easier for you to understand, I have broken the paragraph into sentences, and here you can see the sentences and see how the answers are going to be. Just please check your answers with mine and see whether that matches. On Sunday, little Manuja will be 5 years old. Manuja's parents will arrange a family birthday party. Right, what is the answer? A family birthday party will be arranged by Manuja's parents. Hope you can clearly understand the color indications. If you take the sentence, Manuja's parents will arrange a family birthday party. Manuja's parents is the subject. Will arrange is the verb. A family birthday party is the object. So in the passive form, you can clearly see how I have taken a family birthday party, that is the object of the active sentence, in the subject position. Will arrange has been changed into will be arranged, and I have taken Manuja's parents, which was the subject of my active sentence, into the object position along with by. Right, now quickly let's take a look at the rest of the answers. Manuja's cousins will be invited for the birthday party by them. A cake will be baked by Manuja's mother. A tricycle will be bought for Manuja by his father. The gift will be loved by Manuja. Ice cream will be brought by his grandmother. A birthday card will be made by his sister. Presents will be brought by his cousins. Cake and ice cream will be eaten by everyone. The birthday will be enjoyed by Manuja. Hope you got all your answers correct, children. We have more work to do now. Now take a look at this activity. This is going to be your next activity. Take your time, go through this. It was a Friday, so the teacher has gone to the class and asked the students about their plans for the weekend. And you can see how excited all of them are because they have some plan for the weekend. Let's read the sentences and see what plans they have for the weekend. The teacher is asking, "Children, what are your plans for the weekend?" Raini says, "I will possibly visit grandparents." Anuki says, "I will most likely watch a movie with my family." Kehan says, "Well, I will definitely finish the project." Yenuka says, "I will probably play cricket with my friends." Jitsara says, "I will certainly start learning another language." So all of them have interesting plans for the weekend. Right. What you have to do now is to convert them into passive. Right. Look at the sentences carefully. You can see each of these sentences contains an adverb as well. So you can go for the task now. Hope you are done. Let's check the answers. Weekend plans of students. Now you heard what each of them told you and you are expected to write their plans, right? Raini says, "I will possibly visit grandparents." So how can we write her plan? Grandparents will be possibly visited by Raini. So we are talking about Raini's plan now. Anuki, she says, "I will most likely watch a movie with my family." And how can we say that? A movie will be most likely watched by Anuki with her family. Yenuka says, "I will probably play cricket with my friends." And we can say, cricket will be probably played by Yenuka with his friends. And what does Kehan say? Kehan says, "Well, I definitely will finish the project." So we can write it like this. The project will be definitely finished by Kehan. And finally, Jitsara, she says, "I will certainly start learning another language." Quite interesting, isn't it? And we can say, learning another language will be certainly started by Jitsara. Right. Hope the lesson is clear up to that because I'm going to take you to another section now. Right. What can you say about this sentence on the screen? Dulnara will not enjoy the trip to down south. Will not enjoy. You are right. This sentence is a negative sentence. Now let's see how we can convert an active sentence with a negative verb into passive. Right, take a look at the slide, please. Let us identify the subject, verb and the object first of all. Dulnara is the subject. Action is negative here. Will not enjoy. The action is not going to take place. And the object is the trip to down south. When we convert that into passive, you know what we should do. We bring the object to the subject position. So our passive sentence starts with the trip to down south. Will not enjoy will be changed into will not be enjoyed. Will not enjoy will not be enjoyed. We include be in that place, right? And then Dulnara, the subject of the active sentence, can be taken to the object position of the passive sentence. So Dulnara will not enjoy the trip to down south will be converted into passive as the trip to down south will not be enjoyed by Dulnara. Not that easy, is it? Right. So let's move on to an activity. So here I have a challenge for you. Observe the slide, please. Let me read the sentences first. So this is something happening in a company. The clerks will finish the activities. Mr. Pereira will write the report. The company will employ new workers. Our minister will sign the contract. Our chairman will open the new factory next year. The advertiser will publish new products next year. If all of these actions are positive, why do you think is the director so upset? Look at his face, he's so upset. That is because nothing is going to happen. Hope you get me. I want you to convert these sentences into passive, but in the negative form. That is what I meant by the challenge, right? All these sentences are in the active form, but positive sentences. Will finish, will sign, will write, will open, will employ, and will publish. What I want you to do is to convert them into passive, but in the negative form. I can help you with one sentence. Take a look at this one. The clerks will finish the activities. What is the negative of it? Yes, you are right. The clerks will not finish the activities. So if that is the negative form, how are you going to change it or convert it into passive? Just like this. The activities will not be finished by the clerks. The activities will not be finished by the clerks. Right. Let's get back now. I'll leave it like that. Now with that support, I want you to convert the rest of the sentences into passive. Remember, passive voice, negative form. Right. Hope you are done. Let's check the answers now. The first one I have already discussed with you. And here comes the second and the third sentences. Mr. Pereira will write the report. The report will not be written by Mr. Pereira. Right? Negative and passive. Our minister will sign the contract. So you know, if it is the negative, our minister will not sign, and the passive form of that is the contract will not be signed by our minister. Our chairman will open the new factory next year. Will he? No. Our chairman will not open the new factory next year. How are you going to put it in the passive form? Just like this. The new factory will not be opened next year by our chairman. And the next sentence, the advertiser will advertise new products next year. Is this going to happen? No. Once again, the advertiser will not advertise new products next year. Therefore, our passive sentence is the new products will not be advertised next year by the advertiser. Observe the subject, verb and the object, and also keep in mind how you should change or convert the verb will be, and in the negative form will not be. And another sentence, the company will employ new workers. Will this happen? No, the company will not employ new workers. So how are you going to change it into passive? Just like this. New workers will not be employed by the company. All right, children, that's it for today. And today we learnt the method of converting active sentence into passive when the sentence has a simple future verb. You have already done a lesson based on active into passive, simple present, simple past, and today's lesson covered simple future tense. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, hope you understood the lesson, and until I see you once again with another lesson, it's time now for me to say goodbye. Be good, stay safe. Thank you.